Killjoy Jake here. I just got out of the theater for Presence from Steven Soderbergh? Soldering Gun. Steven Soldering Gun has a new movie out called Presence. Really solid flick. I very much so enjoyed it. I also really like that it comes from writer David Coep, who wrote The Lost World, and this upcoming Jurassic World flick. So if you want any taste of the level of the quality of writing that you're going to get from this guy, this is a pretty good example. I thoroughly enjoyed this flick a lot. It is a very effective and emotional family drama at its core, which I guess I was kind of expecting a little bit from a film that is essentially doing The Conjuring from the perspective of the spirit, which is cool. There's a little bit of a mystery element there, something that's going on with this family that's kind of at the center of this film. We're stuck in the house for the entire movie, just like The Entity, which is cool. There's a little bit of a mystery with who this is, who or what this thing could be floating around the house, which I really enjoyed. There's a lot of questions that I didn't know I even had about this concept that were answered here, that I wasn't even really thinking about going into it. And there's clearly a level of thoughts that was put into the process of making this, which I really liked. A lot of thinking about like, oh, well, what if we do this with basically the Conjuring format? That's what a lot of this movie is to me, and I really liked it. But at its core, Presence is a dark family drama with an ending that like actually gave me goose flesh. Like I was like, that's creepy, that's scary, and I'm distraught. I'm emotionally wrecked. Tears almost came out of my eyes at the end of this flick. And I think first and foremost, if you want a first impression of this flick, it is a very emotional horror. It is heartfelt horror. I don't expect, the carnival circus of a Conjuring flick where it's a bunch of jump scares the whole time. You're not going to get that from this movie. This is a very different style of horror, even though I feel like it's very inspired by the Conjuring flick, kind of taking something like that and turning it on its head. I've been rambling for a good 2 minutes now, so go check out Presence in theaters. I highly recommend it.